Hey everybody, this is Christopher Small. This is episode 99 of the Building a Law Firm podcast. What is up, everybody? 99. I wish that I could say that we've done this in 50 weeks to get us to 100, but we haven't. But I've been regularly doing 2 shows now for quite some time, and I must tell you, it's been a fun ride. Maybe we'll do some fun stuff in episode 100, not 100. 100. But today we're just going to dive right in. We're just going to talk shop because that's what we do here. So, if it's your first time here, this show is all about really helping you start and build a successful law firm. It's kind of funny. Today's episode is about the 25-hour work week, and this show is also, I guess, kind of morphing into how to create your lifestyle law firm. As I sort of look back on what I've been doing and where I've gone and how it's been going, I realized that, I'm not working on this business as much as I thought I was. I don't know if I've been working 25 hours a week, but it's probably pretty close, particularly now that everything is up and running. I don't work on Fridays normally. Tuesdays today are Content Tuesdays, and as you can see, I'm not creating CMS law firm content right now. I'm creating Building a Law Firm content, and I have 2 of these shows, and I have 2 shows related to the firm. So I do a little bit of that, a little bit of this, but otherwise, I'm working 8-hour days, which is 8-16. Okay, so it could be close. I'm not even working 8-hour days, I don't think. But anyway, I kind of wanted to talk to you about how I'm doing that. Share a little bit of that, kind of get behind the curtain. It wasn't always my intention to do that, and I don't necessarily think that when you start out you're going to be able to do that. But if it's a goal of yours to sort of be able to create something that lets you do other things, then it's totally possible. It just so happens that for me, those other things are starting new businesses and doing more fun things like that. That's what really interests me. That's what I love. That's why I started this show. That's what this is all about. So let's just kind of dive right in. I think one of the keys to being able to meet and do there are a couple of keys. One of them is probably the first one is to just have effective time management. And it's kind of ironic that I say this. It is now 2:10 p.m. as I'm recording this video. My original goal was to record this at close to like 11 a.m., but it just didn't work out. I did a will signing this morning, a one-off, and then I had a random potential client show up, and couldn't say no to her, and so now here we are. But I think I would also happily admit that in between there, I wasted time, and we all do. And the key to sort of shaving off the hours that you work is to just make sure that when you are working, you're really, really going after it. You're focused, you have tasks, you know what you're doing, and you're getting them knocked out. I kind of spent the last week really getting caught up with all of my law firm work, and I gotta tell you, it feels pretty darn good to be caught up. And once you get caught up, the key is just to stay caught up, right? To stay on top of your things. Don't put them off because they're boring or you don't want to do them or they're annoying or whatever. So good time management is sort of like phase 1. And good time management really just means doing what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, not slacking off, not going to YouTube, not listening to too many episodes of the Building a Law Firm podcast, right? Just doing what needs to be done to get it done. That's number 1. Number 2 is actually sort of it's a double-edged sword. Number 2 is a double-edged sword. So on the one hand, the easiest way to get to 25-hour work week is to not have billable hours, right? That way you don't feel like when you're not working, you're not making money. You're still providing value to clients. You're still getting good fees, and you're still providing and doing good work. But you're not changing your desk. So when you get up, you don't feel like you're losing money. When you are, and that's great, you can that would be my number one, or my number one sort of thing to consider, especially when you're starting out. But there's an interesting thing that happens when you start to add people, right? The key is, just like anything, I guess, and I'm just totally spitballing here, guys and gals, is you just have to add more clients when you add more people, right? Under the hourly billing model, it's a little bit easier because you can, you can bring somebody on, they can work, you pay them their hourly rate, and then you bill a client at another hourly rate, and you get to keep the difference. That's kind of nice, and it makes adding staff easier, which means lightening your load easier. But the downside is you're still chaining your desk, right? Because you're going to still feel like you need to be billing time to make money, and once you get into that cycle, it's hard to get out of. So I would highly recommend that you don't bill by the hour if you want to create the 25-hour work week. And then number 3, I think it's going to be a short episode because I just want to get in and get out, is you need to have systems, processes, procedures in place so that you're not reinventing the wheel every time, you're not doing the same thing every time, you're not starting over every time, so that your time can be maximized, right? The thing that sucks about billing by the hour is the thing that makes all these other things so great is that when you start billing by the project, right, the emphasis is just doing it as quickly and efficiently as possible. Obviously, the work needs to be great, but you can recognize efficiencies and take advantage of them when you're billing by the project and not billing by the hour. A will is going to only take you less and less and less time the more times that you do it. So instead of charging by the hour and making less and less money as you create more and more wills, you should charge value, the value that you're providing, so that the more and more wills you do, the more and more money you make, because you get more efficient at them, the service becomes better, the value goes up, people will happily pay you, and you win. That's what we're all about here, winning. All right, so those are a couple of keys to the 25-hour work week. I'm in the process of kind of putting together a little bit more of a formal presentation on this, a little bit more in depth. Got some more ideas that I want to kind of flesh out, but I think a lot of you, in talking to you, are really sort of less motivated by like the idea of the 7-figure law firm, and really more motivated by the idea of, I want to create a business that suits my lifestyle, that allows me to do the things that I want to do without having to worry about money coming in. I want that constant cash flow. I want that constant income. I want some systems in place that make everything go smoothly and easily, so that I can enjoy my life outside of the office as well. So I'm going to try to come up with some things to do that. If that is something that interests you, then please let me know. Give me some feedback. Maybe go to the Facebook group, Building a Law Firm. I don't know how to get there. Go to Facebook and search for Building a Law Firm, and you're there. Okay. But that's it for today. Like I said, I've kind of been thinking about what's actually going on with my firm, what I'm doing, and while I'm putting in a lot of hours and working hard, I'm splitting my time, and the way that I'm able to do that is by doing some of the things that we just talked about. I've hired, I have an attorney working for me, I have a paralegal working for me, some virtual assistants, and it all makes everything roll smoothly, efficiently, quickly, and allows me to free up some of my time to do some of the other things that I want to do, in addition to running a great law firm. So that is it. I'm Christopher Small, Building a Law Firm. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time for episode 100.